Some people call me the space cowboy. Yeah. Some call me the gangster.
Welcome to New Haircut Wrestling.
What? You got a new haircut?
That's right.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, thanks for noticing.
Well, that's why I wear a hat, so no one ever notices.
Yeah, okay. Appreciate that. All right, so.
Raw.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all we got to say about it.
Yeah, so Kane opens Raw.
Good for him.
Cuts a promo. What do you think?
He's pretty good on the mic. I didn't understand why. There's a part in there that I don't remember that I didn't understand. Sorry to do that to you, but I just forgot what it was.
Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of, when I was watching this, I was thinking it started becoming hard to watch at the end because Kane was like, he was overselling it.
Yeah.
And you know, I've heard a lot of people say that Kane oversells on the mic just when he has the mask on or he has a lot of time, like as a champion, he was overselling. And you know, I didn't really think so until like tonight, and I really picked up on it, and I was just like, man, this is too much.
Anyway, Cena came out and attacked Kane, and they took it outside the ring. Did you notice how low the stage is compared to the concrete floor now?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. It's like not even knee high anymore. It used to be like a 10-foot drop at least. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know my distances very well, but I know for a fact that it's a shorter stage. Hooray for backstage fighting.
Yeah.
It's starting to make its return.
Well, you know, this backstage brawl didn't fix John Cena overselling every punch and Kane's acting. So, you know, and the most exciting thing about this feud is Kane's mask and Zack Ryder making cameos. I mean, that's for just a casual fan. I don't think that's enough. Because,
but hey, we saw a crowbar being used.
Yeah, but at the same time, with the way Kane was saying things, I'm starting to worry John Cena's not going to turn heel. And there's not that big payoff. Man, I hope I'm wrong. But if that's the case, I think it's just a waste of a year for
It'll end
wrestling.
up. Yeah, who knows?
We'll have to see. The next match was Sheamus and Santino versus Jinder Mahal and Wade Barrett. So it was two lower main eventers versus two jobbers. Or no, sorry.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Jinder Mahal is a jobber that got lucky a week
Santino,
ago, and Santino's just awful. I fast-forwarded through the entire match. I honestly thought that Sheamus was going to lose because he had Santino dragging him down, but he let Santino get the pinfall.
Yeah.
What do you have to say? Because I fast-forwarded through the match. I'm not even
well,
going to pretend like
it was announced on WWE.com that they were all four going to be in the Royal Rumble. So it's kind of a little bit of a build.
Santino Marella's going to be in the Royal Rumble.
Hey, he got second
That's
last year.
I don't care. That's a wasted slot.
Yeah.
To Santino being in the Rumble. No.
Fair enough. But, you know, I'd much rather have seen some type of Rumble match that I actually really prepare, like get you excited about the Rumble.
It's still 3 weeks away.
That's true, but, you know, you can do a lot with the Rumble, I think, with different battle royals. But I would have liked to see something maybe including Mark Henry so that we can start distancing Mark Henry from Daniel Bryan and Big Show. So that's what I would like to see.
Because, well, I'll address that later.
Next, Edge gets
No. First, VP of Talent Relations and Interim World General Manager Big Johnny Laurinaitis told Miz that Brodus Clay is debuting tonight after 3 months of hype.
And Jennifer Hudson's boy toy was sipping on his dignity.
Yeah,
as usual.
And
no one cared.
He was gonna talk to Miz or something. He's like, nope, I got this.
Yeah, I was actually pretty excited to hear Brodus Clay is going to debut. What did you think?
My first thought was, oh, well, this is going to be a letdown.
Yeah, so
it's not at a pay-per-view.
It's
okay.
true. So Edge gets inducted into the Hall of Fame. They announce their first person a little early. Probably just a promo of the Hall of Fame. So what did you think?
Sorry, that yawn was not for the. I thought it was a well-deserved pick. Great wrestler in the '90s. Good headliner for the 2012 class of Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I think that they're probably going to end up inducting The Rock also, and so we're going to see a really good star-studded Hall of Fame this year. We really haven't seen those bigger names since like Hogan got inducted, and it's good to see. I do think I was trying to think why Edge. And what do you think? Why is it Edge? Why is this too soon?
No, it's not too soon. Edge helped pave the way for the Attitude Era tag teams, you know. And then later, when he finally broke away from Christian after winning he won King of the Ring also.
Yeah.
After breaking away and having a singles career that involved numerous World Heavyweight Championships, he was one of the, he sold heel really well.
Yeah, he did. He definitely, in his late was pretty much his career for Christian.
Yeah.
I mean, Christian, I don't think
if it weren't for Edge, Christian would not be in WWE right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, he might be in it, but he certainly wouldn't be a 2-time champion.
Nope.
So, if you want to hear a little bit more about what we have to think about this, we're going to do a video on World Nation Wrestling, so check it out there. So, the next segment is Zack Ryder and Eve promoing.
Oh, did you write that down? I didn't write that one down.
Yeah, well, I thought it was definitely something I could mention because Eve's acting was terrible. That was the worst part of, that was, bar none, the worst part of Raw.
I took a phone call and missed that entire segment, didn't know what happened, didn't really care.
Yeah, that was definitely where you take a break and go to the bathroom because you don't want to miss the commercials, but you definitely want to miss Eve doing any kind of acting because it's just terrible.
We'll reference that later. We need to move on. We're running this review long.
So Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan.
Who cares? Daniel Bryan
is
still... I can't tell if they're trying to build him as one of the worst champions ever, but this was his first clean victory of his championship reign, if I'm not mistaken, and it was forgettable. Oh, Kofi Kingston, yeah, he's really big.
Yeah, he's... I think that, the match ended too early. If you're going to really have Daniel Bryan be built, why not just have a good match?
It was just a reason for the Big Show to come out to address the fact that he'll be having a rematch with Daniel Bryan on SmackDown, a no DQ, no count-out rematch.
Yeah, but I think this match was just badly paced. Like, I was watching it, was hard to watch.
Kofi Kingston's always hard to watch.
Yeah, that's true. I've been watching some of his stuff lately. I've been thinking that same thing. But I think really it's kind of building towards that show and Daniel Bryan. But I think it'll probably end with Daniel Bryan turning heel.
That would be interesting.
Because right now, I mean, as much as I like Daniel Bryan, I think his character's going a little stale, especially as a champion because he's not a credible champion. So why not have him, since he's not a credible champion?
Well, he sure is acting pretty douchey for the smallest victories, so they might be leading to that. Okay, finally, Brodus Clay makes his debut.
As a Funkasaurus. Against Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah. About that gimmick. Nope. Never. Terrible. Awful. We waited 4 months for that. We waited 4 months for a gimmick that looked like it mixed The Godfather and Scotty 2 Hotty.
And Dusty
Rhodes. That's terrible.
Yeah, initially when I watched this, I was like, oh, this is just terrible. What are they doing with Brodus Clay? He's this monster heel. And I thought, well, Brodus Clay's never going to be relevant again. And it's disappointing to see, Hawkins' job as someone from the Planet Funk. And so I thought, this is just...
When I heard the Planet Funk, I said, oh, this is not going to end well. And it didn't begin well, so...
yeah, but, I kind of had a little bit of a change of heart. And you can check that out on the Gurus of Greatness channel.
Okay.
So, Kane watches Zack Ryder brush his teeth.
Why did you write that down? We're running this review, extremely wrong. We're moving on.
By the way, Rosa Mendez has some lovely lady bumps.
We're moving on, dude.
Rosa Mendez.
Dude, we're already up to 8 minutes, and I'm halfway through my notes. CM Punk versus Jack Swagger. If CM Punk beats Swagger tonight, Swagger and Vicky are banned from ringside for the matchup between Dolph Ziggler at the Royal Rumble. Yeah. Definitely the best match of the night, which is shocking because I was ready to just blow through it because of Jack Swagger.
Yeah, and it shows him that he can keep up. Just he's a good worker. It's just that he's just booked like crap.
CM Punk win by pinfall?
Kinda.
Can't tell if botch or controversy.
Yeah.
Because at first I thought John Laurinaitis was going to walk up to the ring and say, no, that was 2.5, restart the match. But he didn't. He just kind of pointed at CM Punk. So, did Swagger botch a loss, or was this
I think it was scripted. It was scripted because they wouldn't have shown it so many times if it was that big of a botch, because it was match of the night. I think that Jerry the King Lawler was getting on my nerves so much during this match. I think they need to, at one point he actually said this after the match. He was like, I think someone needs to hit you with a clue stick. That's what he said to Michael Cole. And I was like, someone needs to replace you on commentary. Like Matt Striker, Josh Matthews, anybody.
Oh, yeah, Josh Matthews and Michael Cole. What a dynamic
duo.
But
what I'm saying now, I'm calling it that the King is worse than Booker T on commentary. Because the Booker T, I mean, I can deal with Booker T, but the King, he's being himself. It's so annoying listening to the King.
I'm so accustomed to the King from Attitude Era. They really need to bring back Jim Ross.
Yeah, he's good with like maybe Jim Ross, who's really carrying his load basically, but working with Michael Cole.
All right, we're 10 minutes in, so let's start speeding it up. Four Horsemen are the second inductees to the 2012 Hall of Fame class. What do you think? I don't know anything about the Four Horsemen. I should. I apologize, but I don't.
Well, I didn't really think they should have inducted 2 people, but I guess they're really trying to promo and sell it out. It probably covered for the lackluster Raw. So, but you didn't mention the R-Truth Miz Ricardo Rodriguez. What do you think?
That's right here actually.
Okay, so what do you think about that?
I finally caught on and started fast forwarding through it. It was really boring.
Yeah.
It was ridiculously stupid. It was a waste of air time.
I like
Which,
that.
I mean, if you cut it out, Raw would have ran the proper length time.
Yeah, I think it went a little longer than I hoped for it to. It's a feud that actually makes sense. So I think it's okay in that aspect. But
okay,
we'll see what happens.
Jericho came out to address the crowd.
Yeah, and just like Marco Rose, until Jericho says something, we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because we've got some negative feedback about it, and we've told you how we feel.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I
fast-forwarded
through the entire thing.
I fast-forwarded also.
Once he starts talking, let me know, and I'll watch the segment. Until then, you've heard what we have to say.
You're not wasting any more of my time.
Nope.
So, Eve.
That's
versus, more horrible acting.
No. Eve versus Kane.
Oh, yes. I wish I would have saw that
Kane's
match.
really... He would have ended faster than a regular Divas match. Kane's really stepping the standards down for matches. No, Eve stood there like, Princess Peach in the castle. And Zack Ryder had to Mario in and save her. Match canceled. Let's all breathe a collective sigh of relief for no Divas match.
Yeah. Time for some Mountain Dew throwback.
They come out and Kane has slashed one tire on the car. Okay. Zack Ryder is trying to change this tire without jacking up the car, which is ridiculously hilarious.
Yeah.
And Eve's all, oh my God, get us out of here!
Yeah.
Come on, you gotta go faster than that!
Yeah.
I don't think you can go faster than that.
Yeah.
So
No
I was like, you're not jacking up the car. This is like the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
So then, main event, Dolph Ziggler versus John Cena.
And she was rocking back and forth.
Yes, okay. He put the car on a scissor jack and she was rocking the car back and forth. The first thing I said was, bitch, quit rocking that car. That scissor jack is going to give way and he's going to die like going apart,
Yeah.
He's going to be the second person to bite the dust on television.
And we would have said, woo, 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 rest in peace.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
So
terrible acting, though.
I really didn't pay attention to the match because I knew it wouldn't end with a pinfall. Cena gets distracted by the Titantron when Zack Ryder gets attacked by Kane. You notice how Eve didn't even step out to help?
Yeah.
First she tries to kill him, and then she just ignores him while he's getting killed.
Yeah.
Kane chokeslams. First chokeslam of the new Masked Kane era, by the way.
Yeah.
Kane chokeslams Zack Ryder, not Zack Cena. Might as well be. Zack Ryder off a ledge outside the arena. No sound. Apparently, if a Zack Ryder is thrown off a ledge and everyone is around to hear it, there is still no sound. Match either ended in a draw or Ziggler won by countout. Couldn't tell because I didn't hear the bell ring.
Probably because the crowd is dead.
Yeah, the crowd was awful.
Yeah.
The entire time.
It was, I don't blame them though. That was a boring match.
Yeah. Cena headed to where Zack got attacked, and of course Cena doesn't watch his own back, gets attacked from behind, and Kane choked Cena out with what looked like a Mr. Sacco style impression to end the show. All right, so, finally we're done with this.
Yeah, I'm just getting sick of Kane and Cena. I'm getting sick of the feud. It's being featured too much.
I'm getting sick of Kane using a choke move that he's never used that I know of in his career for no good reason.
Yeah.
Aren't you cool? Oh, my hand's in your mouth. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, I'm relevant again. I'm not a jobber because I put on a mask. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so
what do you give this?
I was going to ask you.
Well, too bad. I asked you. What do you give it?
All right. Well, last week I gave Raw a 5 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
And, for me, that's pretty harsh. I would say this week was just barely better. So I'm going to give it a 5.1 out of 10. Go. What about you?
For the reintroduction of some hardcore stuff. Still no chairs being used on free TV, but some backyard, some backstage brawls. 3 of 10. Pretty much terrible matches, terrible acting, with some hardcore elements thrown in.
Yeah.
You still got my attention for 2 hours.
Yeah, so overall, we see Chris Jericho wasting our time again. We see
Raw wasting our time again.
Yeah, the debut of Brodus Clay. It was entertaining to watch. There's no fun matches, except for Jack Swagger and CM Punk, which was a surprise. And, not a lot of build towards the championship. I think we're just burying the championship at this point. But
we're burying everything.
Yeah.
WWE is burying themselves there.
Except for John Cena. So, and that's Raw.
Yeah, we're done here. We got to end it.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, we got a high five.
Okay, so we've been High Five Wrestling, so comment, rate, subscribe, and we'll high five you later.